All right, so this is a interview for Mr. Trinidad. Mr. Trinidad, how are you today, sir? Are you doing well?
I'm excellent, sir.
Awesome. We're going to go and start this interview with a salute. It's a show of sign of respect. All right, sir. So this interview is for a rank up. Can you please tell me the rank you are at this moment?
I am a recruit
Awesome, sir. And what is your job duties as a recruit?
to protect the compound at all costs.
Copy. I'm going to go ahead and help you out a little bit, considering that you are a recruit. Your job is to basically do watches, okay? As a recruit, you are not to be able to RP with anybody until you get to a certain position. I'm not going to give that away because that's going to be part of the questions later on, and once you get to a certain rank, to your rank ups. Do watches, basically stand at Southgate and basically learn from the other soldiers that are around you. That is your job duties as a recruit. So, sir, what is going to be your next rank moving up?
To private.
Awesome. Do you know the job duties are for a private, or would you like me to tell you?
I'd like you to tell me.
Okay, so your job duties as a private is kind of the same as a recruit. All right. You're able to go down to Westgate and do your guarding at Westgate. You still cannot RP with people. You can protect the base. If someone starts shooting, we expect you to shoot back. We don't want you to just become a bullet magnet. You are able to still do watches to rank yourself up. You are even as a recruit, you are able to, even now as a recruit, you are able to be part of raids. As a private, you're still be able to part of raids. You are still not to be up on Southgate for any reason unless you are going on a BR or needing to speak to a suit of some sort. Is that understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, sir. Now, these are the questions I'm going to need you to answer to the best of your ability, sir. Can you please explain to me what RP13 is?
Sure. RP13 is non-faction like roleplay. The moment you became a soldier, you need to act and behave as one at all times. Failure to do so is RP13.
Copy that, sir. Good job. Word for word. Good job on that one. Now, can you please tell me what RP14 is?
RP14. RP14 is sexual harassment that includes all form of harassment, discrimination against race, religion, sex, gender, etc.
Awesome. Well, that is just good stuff. We're going to continue this interview kind of sort of outside. We're going to go on top of RT. I'm going to tell you some parts of the base that I want you to point out for me, just by basically pulling out your taser, not shooting it, but basically pointing your weapon towards the area that I need you to point at, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to go on top of RT. If you would, follow me, sir. All right, Mr. Trinidad. This is the portion of the interview where you're basically I'm going to test your knowledge on base. Don't be upset if you don't get one right. Like I said, you're still newer to the base, and some things are going to have to be learned, which is okay. So, if you could, sir, with your taser, I'm going to tell you to go to the area and point at Southgate. Just stay up here, and just go to the fence and just point at Southgate, wherever Southgate's at. Just let me know if you need help. I'll let you have time to think about it. Just let me know if you need help. Negative, sir. That is AP you're pointing at. If you'd come over here with me, I'll show you. All right, so Southgate is up that hill.
Ma'am, I need your help.
Southgate is up that hill. If you could, there you go. Point it up there. That's Southgate up there, sir. And right below us, where that tank is sitting, that is Texas Tank. That's where, like, so if I ask you to locate Texas Tank, you're going to be pointing in the direction of that tank and that little ammo tent right there. Copy that. Good job, sir. Now on this side, I'm just going to have to kind of give you kind of the overrun. Like I said, you're still a recruit. We're still a recruit, so I'm not expecting you to know everything on the base as of yet. On this side over here, those buildings you see, those two buildings, that is Southgate Southgate Warehouse. It's basically warehouses. So if anybody tells you to point at warehouses or we have an intruder at warehouse, this is where it's going to be at. Okay.
Okay.
Now, that building down there, that kind of looks like a cafeteria, that is, it's funny, that's what I think it looks like. That is HP. So anytime you die on the base, you will no longer spawn at HP in the city. This is our HP. This is where you will spawn. Rule of thumb is, if it's during a raid, if you are going to heal yourself up during raid, you need to do it in HP. Once you leave HP, you cannot rank yourself up. That would be considered RP 13. And that's also against the rules. You cannot heal yourself up during battle of a raid. If you're going to die during raid and come here, you need to heal yourself up before leaving that area right there.
Yes, sir.
All right, so if you come over here, you see those four buildings over there kind of to right across the street. That's what we call Lucy's Corner, sir. Those are basically sleeping barracks. So if anybody asks you to locate Lucy's Corner, that's where it's at. Or if intruder in Lucy's Corner, that's where it's at. So I showed you HP. So down HP, right past it, there's down that hill. That is Westgate. Primarily, this is where you're going to spend most of your time until you get put into a hard hat. That's where you'll be guarding gates. So if you go down that hill there, you'll see Westgate. After raids, whenever we go to lockdown base, you are only to lockdown Westgate. The BCs that get spawned in mid are the only BCs that you can take down to Westgate. Westgate will take 2 BCs in each entrance and exit, and a BC next to the man door. That is 2, if you're looking at the Westgate, will be to your left around the building. I know this is a lot, and you'll learn it, and I'll kind of give you a tip after your interview to kind of show you what I'm talking about. And of course, where we're at right now, sir, this is mid. This is where we're going to set up for raids. Each line below us, if you see those parking lines down there, is basically every rank you'll go up to. So everything all the way up to a major, a colonel. So your first line is recruit, second line is a private, so on and so forth. So each time you rank up, you'll move up a line. So right now you're on that first line right down there. Once you get ranked up to private, you're going to move to that second line. Once from private, you'll go to sergeant. Then you'll move to the third line. You get what I'm saying? So just so on and so forth. Past that, you'll see those crates that are stacked up that says One State Army on it. That is AP pack. That is where one of our checkpoints are going to be during raid. It's going to be a little red circle, probably right in between those 2 boxes and that tree to your right. That's where that circle is going to be. And then right behind this camo tent down here in mid, there's going to be another circle, and that's another place that they gang members can take packages from us. All right, so past that wall where those 2 man doors are, and you'll see that big entrance that leads where the road is. You'll see the little gas tanks to the left, and those big barracks all the way back to the end. Those are cargo holds. That is what we call AP, also known as our airfield. AP, also known as airplane. So if you ever have a question of what AP is, that's a quick thing to learn it. If it AP, airplane. So that's going to be AP on that side.
Understood.
And that building over there, of course, where you took your macros test and all this other stuff, that is HQ. You already know where that's at. So, but with HQ, anytime you go to HQ, make sure if you go in there for any reason, that when you leave, you shut doors. Do not leave doors open. All right. So that's therefore gang members can't get in there and barricade themselves in our HQ.
Understood.
All right, sir. Well, that's going to conclude your interview. I'll go ahead and put this into the interview area on Discord, and it will be up to the ones at Power to be able to give you that rank up that you're wanting to get, okay?
Understood.
All right, so congratulations, sir, on getting your interview. You're moving right along. Don't let this be the only interview you get, sir. If things are going to get hard, if it gets hard, just fight through it and just stick with us. It will pay out in the end.
Okay, sir. Yo.
That is what we call a congratulations taser. Every time you rank up, you will get one of those.
I think I get teased before, you know.
No, I missed the first one.
No, I get teased before with a... Yeah, I get teased before when I enter the compound.
I mean, I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying, anytime you do a rank up interview and you rank up, this is going to be what's going to happen. This is going to be what's happening is you're going to get tased, basically for a congratulation.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. When I became Major Gen, I got tased till I died. So, congratulations, it's only one.
All right.
All right, sir. You are dismissed, man. Continue doing what you're doing. Like I said, I'll go ahead and take care of the paperwork and get this turned in.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome, sir.